and jump in. So the first thing I do is put my bangs away, obviously, so I don't have no makeup on my forehead. So I just split it down the middle and then pin it to the side. This is a good look. I should just go out like that. Okay, so now that the bangs are out of our face, we're going to take moisturizer, and I've been using the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. It's been really good so far. I struggle with, you can tell, some redness on my cheeks, and I have really dry skin. Okay, and then next up, even though it's getting fall time, don't neglect your sunscreen. I'm using the BeautyCounter Sunscreen Daily Sheer Defense for face. I'm almost out. And a tip also, if your foundation, like you go to the store, you buy your foundation and it's too dark, mix in some sunscreen with your foundation. So like when you pump your foundation onto your hand or wherever you put it before you put it on your face, mix in a pump of sunscreen, and it will lighten up the color since the sunscreen is white. Okay, next we are going to do primer. I really like this E.L.F. liquid poreless putty primer. I know that comes, I think, also in like a pod, but I don't like putting my fingers in every day. So we're going to put this on to make our makeup last. We're ready for foundation. So once you have a really good smooth base, then your foundation is going to lay nicely. I am so in between foundations right now. I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible one. I've been using BeautyCounters. I've been using the CC cream. I'm just trying to really figure out what works best for me. And sometimes my foundation changes from summer to fall because the weather gets so dry. So what I'm going to use today is the Your Skin But Better It Cosmetics CC cream, and this has SPF 50, which I forgot about, so I'm going to be extra covered today. But I'm just going to put a little pump on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take a beauty blender, and I'm just going to dab that on my face. And this stuff is great. Like, you don't need much at all because it really covers everything. But as it says, it still looks like your skin, which is really nice because no one wants to look like they have a mask on. So and also, little disclaimer, I'm obviously not a professional at this. This is just something I enjoy and I enjoy sharing. So I do what works best for me, and you can do the same. So if you would rather use a brush, use a brush. If you like to dab it on like this instead of swiping or whatever technique you like to do, then do it. Everyone's face is different, everyone's skin is different, and just because a video says that you should do this step first or this step last doesn't mean you necessarily need to follow that. So, okay, now that our base is on, foundation base, I'm gonna add some concealer. I've been loving the BeautyCounter concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 2, and it's their Skin Twin Creamy Concealer Corrector. And I just put this in 3 spots on my face. I do under my eyes. Sorry, I'm using the viewfinder to do my makeup. I don't have a mirror nearby. So if I'm looking here, I'm looking at what I'm doing, and then here, obviously at you. So I just blend this in. And this is just an E.L.F. beauty blender. I just got it at Target. I love E.L.F. It's so affordable, but it's also really good quality makeup. So, and this just hides those dark circles, but it also highlights. So it just kind of brings your makeup to life, I think, instead of it all being one. Bronzer is one of my favorite makeup products because as a fair-skinned girly, I like to feel a little tan sometimes. If you are a fair-skinned girl, you understand, or boy, you understand. So I have really liked this Milani bronzer, and it's in the shade Suntan, and it's the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. And I just take a Real Techniques brush and I off, but it looks like this. And I make a little fish face. Forget your neck. Usually I do my forehead, but because I have bangs now, I don't have to do that step, which I really have been appreciating. And then I just take my big fluffy powder brush from Real Techniques and just blend it in. I'm on the hunt for a really good cream bronzer. So if you have a cream bronzer that you love, please let me know. Because I would love to use cream products instead of powder. We're going to move on to powder. I like to powder my face. I know I've said I have dry skin, but it just makes me feel better knowing that I've powdered my face. This can be an optional step for you if you don't like powder. I've really been liking the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder in translucent, and I just put a little bit on my lid, swirl it around, tap it off, and then powder my face. It just takes that tacky feeling away from my foundation and makes it feel like it's good to go for the day. All right, and then next I'm going to do the fun part, the eyes. Okay, so usually people use like an eyeshadow primer, but I just use my concealer. So I already dabbed my concealer over my eyes, and then that usually sets it for me. Like my eyeshadow usually doesn't budge during the day, which is nice. But if yours does, feel free to add more concealer over your eyelids or an actual eyeshadow primer. The palette I'm going to be using today is Naked Urban Decay Wild West. I got this at Marshall's for like half the price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Standoff, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. After we use Standoff, we're going to use Nudie and put that all over the lid as well. And then the other eye. That came in the palette. Okay, after that, we're going to use Ghost Town. We're going to get a little festive with our autumn makeup, and we're going to go bold, and we're going to do Ghost Town, which is right here. So it's like a orangey red. And if you are a blue-eyed girl or friend, this is going to make your blue eyes pop, which I love. So at first it's going to look a little scary and you're like, what are we doing? But the key is blending. So right now it's like, why would I take advice from you? But let me show you. So this Luxie 209 large shader brush, and I'm just going to blend. See, already looking up. This side is tricky because I'm left-handed. I find it difficult to do this other eye. Now, if there's a part that doesn't budge, like there's this one little part right here, take your fingers, and your fingers are a wonderful makeup tool to help you blend as well. Okay, next up we're going to add a little bit of smokiness, darkness to the crease. So I'm going to use Pony Up at the very end, and we're going to put this right in the crease. And this brush is a little stiff, but again, once you get your large shader brush and you just blend, it all comes together. I'm so excited for fall. Fall is my favorite season. I'm that girl who does the pumpkin spice, the pumpkin bread, the pumpkin everything, the sweaters, boots, leggings, skirts. Like, I am a fall girl. I'm surprised I don't have a fall birthday. I have a summer birthday, and that just does not match me at all. I'm not a summer girl. I am fall all the way. So, super pumped about this year. Shimmer, some shine, some glitter. We're going to take Hold'em, which is beautiful. We're going to take this one and we're going to put it and just tap it all over our lid. Okay, so this is a little difficult filming this, but let's see. I'm just going to go like this so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I love this shade. It just adds such a nice little pop of glitter. So you can see the difference between the two eyes. I think I'm gonna add a little more to the right one. Small brush, real small. This is the Luxie 111 mini flat angled brush, and I'm going to go under my lash line, my waterline on the bottom, and just go on my lower lash line. But I'm stopping at the middle and not bringing it all the way in. If you bring it all the way in, it can kind of close your eye, whereas if you stop in the middle, it can keep your eyes open. Don't we love our faces we make when we do makeup? Again, my right eye is so hard sometimes. I don't know why, because it's not like I'm using my right hand or anything, but, and if you get a little extra, you just swipe it away. We're going to take our eyeliner. Bet you can't guess what brand. E.L.F. again. This is the E.L.F. No Budge retractable eyeliner. I've tried gel eyeliner. I've tried liquid. That was an experience. And this one's my favorite. I love a winged liner. However, I suck at them, and I'm working on it. So we're just going to do a regular, simple eyeliner all the way across. And again, I'm not taking it all the way in, because when you take it all the way in, sometimes it can close your eye. And we want to keep them as open as possible. Okay, so just really quick, simple eyeliner. Next, we're going to do a mascara. Again, bet you can't guess what brand. This is the E.L.F. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. And I love this stuff. I just picked it up one day at the store, just like, oh, let me try this. And I really enjoyed it. And mascara does so much for my eyes. Like, without mascara, I just feel like it looks so wonky, but then once you put the mascara on, it really brings it all together. All right, so if you are new to dark lips, lipstick, I would suggest using a liner. It can be a dark liner, or it can be more of a nude liner. So I'm going to take this nude liner. This is the Beauty Vault liner in Beau Babe, and we're just going to line our lips. Everyone is all about overlining. Again, that doesn't work for me. I might just not be doing it correctly, but no. Next, we have the Kate Moss Rimmel shade 30, and this is just, it's rubbed off because I use it so much in the fall and winter. This is the Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick in the shade 30, and it has her little signature. And it is the prettiest fall color. And you clean up the edges, the top, and your fall makeup is complete.